My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this by the way is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club, you can put a rod, alignment rod in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball. And what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion. And if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions. So, changes I want you to make. Stand a little bit farther from the ball, one hand length from your body. I want that left thumb on the right side of the grip. You got a very weak grip.
Yep.
That's why you cast the club. When the left thumb is down the middle of the club, it causes the face to be open at the top. And then you got to cast the club to get it back online. Yeah, so what you do is you have an open face at the top, and when you start down, you start to throw the club head or unload the shaft a little early.
Like a fishing or something.
Exactly, casting, and that's because you're trying to square it up. The left elbow breaks down. So the left elbow and left wrist is the reason you hit it left. And what I was trying to get you to do is feel like when you're hitting the ball, your left arm is fully extended. See, there's a straight line condition here.
I'm sort of reversed.
Yeah, your left elbow sort of collapsed.
Yeah.
So what you should do is hit some punch shots, working on full extension of the left arm through the strike. You can see how, as she hits the ball, her left leg is, she's going to post up. We call it posting up. That left leg gets straight. You can see that left arm stays fully extended. That's a big deal. So when you start pull hooking it, it's because your right hand takes over and your left wrist collapses back. We call that a cupped left wrist, and your left elbow bends. All three of those cause the ball to go left.
Next time, could you do me a favor? Could you have her maybe help me out?
Yeah, I could help. I'd definitely get her to come. Now, what I was saying is,
Ooh, look at that.
Zach Johnson.
I was just going to say, I look like Zach.
Yeah, so, where I want your club, and the reason I put them up here is because I want your hands right over your right shoulder here. So, if you were to, a great drill is put your fanny against the wall, turn back and try to touch your hands against the wall, and then try to bring them down right into your right hip pocket. And so what he's going to do here is his hands are going to drop. Now his hips go first. In the bounce swing, the order of movement is hips and then the trunk. You got a little bit out of reverse. You're going to go with your hands.
Yeah, I'm all shoulders and
your upper body tends to do it. Yeah, but that's okay. You can still do it that way. It's just, I would prefer the shaft to be underneath your right shoulder. And, your posture here, you're bent over quite a bit. And this is at the very beginning. You were standing really close to the ball. You got wide shoulders. And a big upper body guy, you don't want to be right in here because you got too much mass.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I felt the difference when I moved it out.
Yeah, so watch what happens here. If I circle your hands, the reason you shank and hit it on the heel, and sometimes you shank, is your hands are going to come way out. And what I mean by way out? Well, they're going to come outside that circle significantly. Your club face is open. Okay, what does that mean? The toe is pointed straight down. Well, if you fix your grip and turn that left hand a little more to the right, you won't do that. I'm going to try to show you a guy that is the exact opposite, Ryan Palmer. His club face is shut at the top. So you guys, the shut club face is when the leading edge is parallel to the ground. You can see the big difference between your club face and his. His is pointed at the sky, yours is pointed at the ground. Right. So when you come down, watch how your hands work away from your body, and you can see how far your hands are out and away from your body. Now if I lighten it up at the bottom, you'll be able to see the club is way outside the ball, but right in here is where you get the club is way outside the ball there. See that club should, like if I put a corridor here, his golf club is never going to get anywhere near outside that ball.
Look at that, right in this side.
Yeah. So anyway, and you know, some of this stuff physically might be a challenge for you to straighten your left leg and all that, but it's something you can work on. Just pushing your left leg into a locked position as you're hitting it, that will be helpful. You got a lot of sag in your swing with your knees. See how you call it dip, but that's exactly what it is.
Got to stand still.
You notice how your lower body hadn't really rotated? Watch his impact position. His hips are going to be open.
Look at that.
And that may be impossible for you, I don't know. But I watched you hit the ball. I think you're physically able to do some of that. But the thing you want to take away, not all that stuff I just said. Basically the fundamentals, with your driver, you want to tilt back. You want to set up with your weight a little more on your back foot, and you want to lean back. I'll show you a guy, club pro, a really good club pro, and he is a big guy, big upper body guy, big chest, probably about 240. Well, he's lost some weight, but he's going to go back. But watch, when he comes down, those hands are going to stay right in that cone, and he's got a little sag in his knees, like you do. That's why I brought him out. But notice how the hands stay in that corridor, and that club stays on the shaft line, and he's not getting it outside the ball there. So that's what you're going to work on. You know, put that head cover, like put a head cover right here, and just work on bringing your hands in. Don't let that club head get out there. The minute it crosses over that line, you're gonna be in trouble. Now, the other thing is,
it's an amazing machine.
yeah, there's a lot more. I don't even use half my stuff, but you're not far off though. I'll tell you, your hands just get, you can see they're a little out away from your body coming down. That's all. I wish that club face wasn't open, because that's what causes the face to. You got to somehow get that face to square up.
And that is bringing it back here.
Yeah.
Not, am I turning it when I get up there?
Well, no. The grip will take care of it. You know, in your grip, your left thumb should be to the right side, and that crease in your left thumb should be, that crease should be pointed over to your right shoulder. Well, you don't do that. You have a very weak grip. Weak is when your thumbs are down the middle of the shaft. Strong is when your hands are rotated too far to the right. You got your hands this way too much.
So I want to put them over that way, that thumb over there?
No, to the right side of the shaft. See, like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you want that crease pointed to your right shoulder. If you look at any of these pros, you'll see what I'm talking about. They don't have the grip that way.
A different kind of control that.
Oh yeah. This is Graham McDowell. He didn't have any Guinness here today. He's just on the range. But look at that left leg starting to straighten. Now watch the left arm. See how straight that left arm is. That's what you're working on, trying to get that left arm nice and straight. And he's tilting back a little bit. With your chipping, you just want to turn your toes to the target and lean left. Keep your weight on